Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play with Fricksauce. When last we left our intrepid travelers, they were in the Marché de Verroyo, and I have a few confessions to make of the mod variety. As you can see, we are sporting a slightly different hairdo. That's because I thought I would get smart and install a hair retexture mod that apparently was not compatible with the hair mod that I had installed. Okay, lessons learned. Took that mod out, reinstalled the French braid mod, and it still is not appearing, although it will appear in cutscenes, which is very strange. So I'm kind of hoping it'll sort itself out soon, but until then, we're sporting that regular braid. So, although it is very smooth, although I don't know why it's still smooth since I removed the texture mod. So, anyway. Other confessions of a mod variety. I had, as you see below in the description, I had listed all the mods that I had installed, and I talked about a dress up, dress down mod, which wasn't actually installed at the time that I was talking about it. Again, I'm not sure how all that happened. It's very strange. All of that is behaving very strangely, but as you can see here, he looks a little bit different. He's more of a daytime wear. He's red and brown and gold as opposed to looking like a taxi cab driver from The Fifth Element. Likewise, a couple of others should now look a little bit different than the standard BioWare textures. Nothing against BioWare at all. Obviously, I was still impressed with them. And hadn't played in long enough that I thought they were fresh textures. But now you can certainly see the difference if you're comparing from last episode. They look slightly different. So these are just new textures. Not necessarily better. BioWare did a great job, but the mod author offers us a slightly different daytime view. And now you can actually see it. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. And I was hoping that the agent we recruited was still here because the difference in her outfit would be quite noticeable. Anyway, so mods aside, I think we had already kind of checked out Madam's Snippy Snips and looked around. We had not gone up to the upper market or upper plateau, whatever this area is. This lovely garden with its very exotic tree. Victory and Shade. Here grows one of many strange trophies returned from the liberation of Kirkwall in 760 Storm, where brave Elasian forces turned back the unstoppable Kunari. A cutting salvaged from a burning dreadnought was presented to Emperor Cyril, and it was tended to full growth by the careful hands of Valrio's master landscapers. And it is quite cool looking. Sister Antoinette. What's up, girl? Nice hat.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
They are doubting Mother Giselle was right. Not of heroes, the death thirsty. What could hold back an empire? Another. What could hold back so defined a people as Tevinter? Another. Let us consider if eldest Izarath was not meant to honor Mepharath, for the father's fate was already condemned by hidden betrayal. Let us consider that Izarath was told to turn from ties to Mepharath to look forward, not back. What of his actions then? Izarath was granted a land of tribes of scattered alliance. His answer was the grand unification, which most condemn as arrogance. Sweeping changes in trade, relocations to break local allegiances, all to favor centralized trade and power. Cities were leveled to expand a new capital, a powerful and influential city of a new nation, Valroyo of Orlais, and all in the name of not lost Andraste, but of holding back looming Tevinter. Power was united, but cultures less so. Investing everyone in the new Orlais stratified the classes, and through it all spread a bitterness that a Ferelden ruled. Izarath avoided the stain of his father, for he was seen as victim too, but he was still Alamare. What if, dear readers, the final unifying element came not from accident or even the deliberate actions of Izarath, but from a common hatred, and not the common hatred of the day? The sons of Mepharath would succeed at creating a peer for Tevinter, but only at the cost of themselves. Excerpted from A History Not of Heroes. Readings in the Ugly Heart of Change, collected by Philium, a bard. Her Majesty's convenience. For Her Majesty's convenience, wood and vines defy the very sun and rain. Naturellement. All right, everyone, get out the way. I like this little alcove. The Lover's Alcove. Every district has one, at least one, and the question must be, why is a place meant for dalliance declared in such an obvious way? And the answer, of course, is that obviousness is the entirety of the point. When manners and station will not allow impassioned words, such corners are places to be seen not being seen. Entering with a paramour is as much a declaration of singing out in joy, which one of good standing must never do. The alcove is thus a dignified means of announcing romantic affiliation, either for genuine partnership or to appear as such in order to spare a suitor a refusal. Dignity, of course, requiring that one does not also make use of the darkness for actual physical gratification. This has, of course, never occurred. From Our Elysian Heart by formerly Sister Laudine. Manners. So complicated. What's up, merchant?
Inquisition, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable.
Oh my goodness.
No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be traditional.
As we've seen. Alright, for now I think we're done in Val Royeaux. So we shall carry on. Although, while we're here, let's avail ourselves of the opportunity to see the lovely dress-down model. Oh my gosh, I am with a bunch of brutes. Look at them just crawling over tables. Good lordy. Yes, there's so much more a daytime look. There's so many repeat fashions. How does the nobility bear such duplication?
You left a note where the elf said.
Yes, and I hope that Prick gets what's... Wait, she's an elf.
Oops.
I thought dwarf.
With those ears, is everyone in Valchevin as blind as you?
Maybe she's a shapeshifter.
Oh yeah.
It's like she's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Best not to question. Never know what a red genie will do.
Oh my goodness. Wait, elf? No way. Alright. I think we still have... We had some scarves to pick up.
There must be something here.
Yes, and I thought we were all done. Silly me. Favors for friends. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below is a misspelt script. Herald go at time. Praise Andraste. Taken together, the message reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. There's so much to do in Val Royeaux. Seriously. Oh, hello. A season of the four afoul. At this window, the thief tread well, did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Hailvine. Hero, thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were well censured as per their station and relevant action. Lashings and labor disappeared and ostracized for local season. local season, first social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of Lady's hair to be unrealistic. Excerpted and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital by Philium, a bard. So we can check for Red Jenny, or we can go to the Ghislaine estate. Let's cause some trouble.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
Now, you see, the mod is showing up in the cutscene, which is kind of reversed for mods. Usually if there's some problem, they're not going to show up in the cutscenes, but they'll show up everywhere else. Or they won't show up in the DLC, but they will show up in the main game or what have you. So I find this very confusing. But I digress. And on we go.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
And what do you want in exchange for the mage's help?
Oh, I haven't promised the Inquisition our help yet. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Well, so far that's more of an invitation than we had from the Templars, so far so good.
Well, they know who I work for, at least.
Herald of Andraste. How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident.
I love the
My
pose.
efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is the...
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah! Obey me, arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
You killed him before he could say who he worked for.
And before he could shout magic. What? My people said the Inquisition would want him dead. So he's dead.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Why didn't you take their weapons?
There's no breaches.
They literally are in loincloths.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
All I know about you or your group is that I followed a random trail into a trap.
What trap? You knocked, he crapped. Look, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
You know, 'cause arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Not to lick a gift horse in the mouth, but, you know. You always want the people to help you to be eager to help you.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
So we got Sarah and breeches. We're not carrying her around just now.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
Oh, she was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Dude is such a narcissist. I'm better than you. I do more volunteering. That's actually kind of cool. It's crackling and wavering. Unexploded ice bomb. Am I missing something? I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, it's up there. Loot. But sadly, no hobby loot. Excellent. Well, I think this is a good place to wrap it up. We now have an additional companion. Yay! A friend of Red Jenny, no less. So I think off to the Duke of Gislin's estate for to meet Madame de Fer. So I will say auf Wiedersehen, and if you like what I'm doing here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give that thumbs up, and you know, hang out in the future if you like, and comment down below if there's anything you have to comment about. So we'll see you in the next episode.